the back.
Yeah.
Sumo at the back. Just keep
it at the front. I'm not having this. I don't believe that is...
Of course they did. Back in the day.
Are you sure that happened?
What about the bagpipes?
What about them?
We better start going because I'm running out of breath.
It's a good job this podcast is free, because if you just paid for that...
It's not a good sound anyway. If anything, it might annoy you, and then you're more angry, and then you go mental with a gun.
Well,
I think that's what it's more about, isn't it?
Because there's certain instruments that aren't appropriate for a war, like maracas.
Maracas, yeah.
You know what I
Too
mean?
happy.
It's just a bit too carnival.
Grand piano.
Oh, well,
That wouldn't be
sort
appropriate at all.
No.
that thing, that sort of... The little penny whistle or whatever.
When someone gets shot up the arse, that is when the major goes, oh, okay, well, oh, bloody hell! Stop! Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah,
Cymbals are a good sound for a war.
Good.
You want cymbals,
Crashing cymbals, timpanis,
very good exciting.
cymbals, timpanis.
so at what
But
point...
one of those keyboard guitars.
Yeah, that's
No, it's cool.
When-
Funky, but
Yeah,
not as cool.
the batteries are falling out.
You don't need a wah-wah pedal in a war.
No.
So why is that stopped then?
No, they still have military bands, don't they?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, that's more
More
like
pop and
a
circus,
Sunday sort of bandstand, let's play We Will Rock You.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, but the thing about modern technology is, helicopters and tanks is going to get drowned out, isn't it? Years ago.
Yeah, nowadays they send in a sort of really good sort of mega mix DJ.
Yeah, Joe Bunny.
Yeah, exactly. Westwood's up there, going giving it. He's doing like he's scratching and
Come on, the place is mad deep with Taliban.
yeah. What do you think about George Best using up his liver, then getting another one and getting pissed again?
Clever.
Well, that's always going to encourage it, isn't it? I've always said that.
What?
The moment we can replace stuff, people just go, oh, sod it. Like
What would you do
smokers.
if you gave someone a kidney
And
and
mess with it?
and they started
You
just
saw them down the pub again.
doing drugs and shit and
Well, I wouldn't hand it out to someone just like that, would I? I think you should be allowed to say, right, who's it for? Can I meet them? And then have a chat with them.
right?
Saying, have you learnt your lesson?
Well, I'm going to do it. Okay. I'm a little kid who wants a kidney. Okay. And you've come to me. I'm the top of the list. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
How you doing?
Good. Are you going to give me one of your kidneys so I can live?
I don't know,
Well, I'm at the top of the list. So why's your head so round?
right, so definitely not.
Why?
Definitely not.
Kid, look
He's
at
a little
him,
kid.
pale.
No, I need a
He's
kidney.
cheeky though, isn't he?
No,
Cheeky.
please,
Lovely
please,
little kid.
roundhead. Can I have your kidney?
No, you can't.
Oh, come on,
Right,
you've got
let's see
two.
another kid. Let's see another kid.
No,
Lesson
I'm the top.
learned,
I'm
lesson
top of
learned.
the fucking list. Give me one of your kidneys, you round-headed twat.
No, and I won't
Hold
feel
on.
bad about not giving it you.
Well, hold on though. Can we have a second opinion from the nurse?
Wanker.
Thank you, nurse.
I would not feel bad about walking away from that kid and saying you cannot have a kidney.
So you're gonna.
Do you know what? I'm going to take this kidney out and bin it.
Hey, wait. Do you know who that kid went on to become?
Go on.
Winston Churchill.
Right, well maybe I helped. It's like Darren Campbell all over again. I made him stronger. I was tough with him. He saw how tough the world is.
No, but he didn't. It's his alternative universe where he died because you never gave him that kidney.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you can't worry about that then, can you? If you're going to start going that far back and forward and stuff. But I think... I don't know what I'd expect someone to be like. Just want them to go, what do you eat? I'd say, write down your diet.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna treasure this kidney. I'm gonna treasure it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna really work hard and I'm gonna make something like more than you did.
So I'll...
So your kidney's going to be a lot better off for me than you lazy tosser. I'll tell you that. If you want achievement, then I'm going to go to school. I'm going to do really well. I'm like you thick little round-headed shit. So the quicker you get the fucking kidney out of your useless body and into mine, we'll all be happy, won't we?
Okay. Well, I'll go away and think about it for a month.
Well, no.
There you go. Don't have to get nasty. Sick of it. Always helping people out.
That's a big ask, isn't it?
If I came to you, Rick, in all seriousness,
Yeah.
and you could give me a kidney, would you give me a kidney?
What if I end up needing it?
Well, yeah, but that's the point, isn't it? That you're doing something because.
Can I have it back? Can I have it back if I need it? What?
No, because I need it. I'm under failing. I need at least
Yes.
one. I need at least one.
Yeah, you need one. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. This is on loan. Because if my other one goes, I want that back. Because then I'll be on one.
Well, no, you. Yeah, but then we're both on one.
No. Right. You've got yours. Yours are fucked. So
Yeah.
you might as well be on none. I've got two. Okay. I will give you one.
Yeah.
Right. With the express understanding that if my remaining one packs up, I want that one back. It's on loan. If we both live out our life, then so be it. But if this other one goes and they say, well, you need another kidney, I go, right, I know where I've kept one for the last 10 years.
So you're going to come to me, right? You've gone knock knock. I've opened the door. My beautiful supermodel wife is there.
She's going, oh, his kidneys are brilliant now.
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's great. He never stops having the sex.
Yeah.
She's making us iced teas.
Right.
You know, she says, come in, Rick.
Yeah.
Sit down. So good. She says, thank you so much.
That's right, don't
This
worry about
lovely man. I know you've not got long to live because you're old
Yeah.
and fat.
Yeah.
You've had it good innings.
Well, you've had a good 10 years, though, haven't you, with this kidney? And that was a,
But
I'll tell you what,
love this man.
You can return the
and he's
favour.
so young. And
Give me back my fucking kidney.
We've got two beautiful children.
Right, I'll tell you what. Give me my kidney back and have one of theirs.
Two beautiful kids. whose
Yeah,
Small
there
little
you go,
kidneys.
there's-
Small little kidneys. And
There's
look good,
four
yeah.
to choose from. They're growing you. They're
Small
growing you.
little
It's like when you
kidneys.
put a little plant in a big pot. They grow. They're catch up. The kidneys are growing to you. So I'll have my
small.
kidneys back, and you've got four to choose from there. Well, take one of each, and you'll have two little kidneys to make one big kidney.
Johnson, can you have this man removed from my house?
Would you give anyone a kidney, Carl? Suzanne?
I'm sure you would give Suzanne a kidney.
Well, obviously you'd give Suzanne a kidney, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Well, would you, or are you just saying that?
Suppose I would. I don't really like the idea of it.
So what are you saying to Suzanne right now if she's listening to this podcast?
Carl, good luck. Bit of good luck. You know I need a kidney, and it's got quite rare. Well, we've got the same sort of blood group and everything, so yeah, you got two, I got none. Bibbidi bob, one each. Let's have a good life. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, you'll have to have it. Which one are you thinking of going for? Because I think the right one's a bit dodgy because they have the kidney stones.
Well, you keep that.
Do you want that one?
I'll have the left one.
No, I'll tell you what. You have that one because when I was in all the pain, you were going, it can't be that bad. So you have it. It's in good working order. They've looked at it,
Yeah.
but it is prone to stones.
He's using this to get back at her. It can't be that bad. It's like poetic justice. He can give her the kidney she didn't believe was that painful.
So let her have that. And I don't know what's life like with one kidney. Does
You've
it
got to be
change
more
much?
careful. You've got for specific diets.
Yeah.
It is more dangerous.
There's more of a strain on it, but you know.
Don't like talking about it. It's all it freaks me out. Freaks me out. It's all doing stuff now. Kidneys doing stuff.
Yeah.
My teeth are hurting still. Still got a little bit of toothache going on there. I've got a sweat on. All stuff's going on without me knowing. Germs whizzing round. I've had jabs for rabies. I've had hepatitis A and B. I don't even know what that does. I've had A and I've had B. That's whizzing round my body. Body's in shock, innit, at the moment. It doesn't know what's going on. I've had...
How is it notifying you of the shock?
Well, I think, like I say, I keep getting this sweat. And what else have I had? Typhoid. All this stuff shouldn't be in my body, should it? And we don't really know, do we? You're saying, yeah, have this, have that, shove it in your arm, it's all right. But we don't really know the long-term effect. I've got rabies in me. I never thought I'd have to have that. Tetanus. I've had. TB.
Well, enjoy the World Cup, everyone. Come on, England.
Come on, boys.
Rouge.
I think I've had them all. One for getting bit by a dirty monkey.
Well, that's about it for the Ricky Gervais Guide to the World Cup. It was very informative and interesting chat there. If you've enjoyed this one, you can get the entire back catalogue. All the guides. There's 10 guides on iTunes. It's under... What is it under now? They keep moving it around. They didn't like us clogging up the chart in the audiobooks. We were basically taking up the whole charts. They made a new section, which is, isn't it like programmes and periodicals or something?
Something like that.
And now we're the top 18 in that. So, yeah.
Also, of course, Rick, if people like Karl's ramblings, they can see him and us in animated form. The Ricky Gervais Show coming soon on DVD.
Just go to amazon.co.uk or amazon.com or play.
Oh, just get off your arse and go to a shop.
Good luck, England. And thank you so much to Positive Internet. Those guys allow us to do these free podcasts. Someone's got to pay for these, and those guys do, and do a great job. So enjoy the free ones, but buy the ones for a couple of quid as well, please. Karl wants another house. Welcome to number 2 in this second series of the Ricky Gervais Show. With me, Ricky Gervais. Hello. Stephen Merchant.
Hello. And Karl Pilkington.
All right.
Well, I've been away. I had a little bit of an express tour of America, LA and New York. And they're all talking about one thing out there. Karl Pilkington.
Really?
Yeah. I hooked up with the Simpsons lot. They all listen to it on their iPods. I went down to the American office to keep an eye on, things.
Check it.
Well, as we get money for old rope doing next to nothing, I thought I'd show my face. Yeah. They're big fans, Karl. I met up with Jason Bateman, Arrested Development, and he knows how stupid you are. David Letterman knows what an idiot you are. Mentioned on the Letterman show. I mean, unbelievable. David Bowie listens. And they're all listening to little Karl Pilkington. When I think of people like that, like pretty much geniuses in their field.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
But when I think of Bowie listening to it, I still think of him as 26, dressed
He's dressed as Ziggy.
Yeah.
With a pair of those big 70s headphones.
Yeah, he's going, hey, Mum, can you turn the TV down and listen to Pilkington?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love his kooky outlook. And Christopher Guest. Now, Christopher Guest empathises with you a little bit because obviously everyone else sort of knows how stupid you are and not understanding concepts like, the Infinite Amount of Monkeys. But he empathises with that because he thinks that sometimes he thinks that he sometimes doesn't understand concepts that seem obvious to other people. However, I think he's being polite. I don't think you've got a lot in common with him because he did all that other genius stuff. What you did was do the washing up with your pants pulled down slightly. It didn't have the same effect to say...
It's not as influential as Spinal Tap.
Oh, wait, for Guffman!
No. Unless people... maybe that's sweeping the nation now. Maybe if someone sees someone nude in a room opposite their house, they immediately get their cock out.
They go, genius. That's genius. Well, I did an appearance at the Oxonian Society in New York. It's a Princeton College run event, and they have, academics, artists, political figures. They have... heads of industry, they had world leaders, they've had Prince Hassan of Jordan, and there was a Q&A afterwards, and one of the questions was, is Monkey News coming back?
Yeah.
In that sort of forum. I mean, it's...
I believe they also asked that of Bill Clinton.
They did, yeah. Now, Karl, is Monkey News coming back?
I mean, maybe. It depends what goes on out there. It's going to be quiet, isn't it?
On the monkey front?
Yeah, I don't know if they're aware or whatever that's being covered, but it's just like, there's no point. You can't make news, can you? All these news channels, that's the problem with it. They've committed to saying we're a news channel. You've got to find news. Well, don't do it like that.
Sure.
I'd say put something else on. If now it's going on...
Cartoons.
Just...
Is there often no news in the world? On the planet Earth with 6 billion people? Is there ever a day where they go, no, nothing?
But I'm just saying, the news is... what is it, about half an hour long?
There's news channels that are 24 hours. But you're thinking of one specific news programme that's on in your house.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it's half an hour. How much of that?
No. Because you don't. I've told you that not all news programmes are half an hour by definition, but you go anyway. It's half an hour. Again, you didn't listen to me. Why do you think all news programmes are half an hour? They're not.
I'm just saying, how much of that do we actually need to know about?
But we don't need to know about any news. I mean, outside sort of dangerous situation, it's interesting. It's entertainment. People want to be aware. People want to be hooked up. I mean, I don't, watch the news much or read papers. But it's funny when I'm away, I do. I suppose it's because you want to feel connected with what's yours. It's that feeling of being part of society, isn't it?
No, but there's places, say like there's places where they don't have telly, right? And they're not watching the news. They're still getting on with life.
Yes, they are.
And they're bogged down with their own problems, which is the way it should be. Say like at the moment I've got a leak in the bathroom, right?
Have you?
It's doing me head in. So I put the telly on to get away from all that, and you put the news on, they go, there's a, bad weather in what's it? You go, oh, don't tell me that as well. I like it when you hear about inventions that are coming out, or, stuff they're doing in science.
But you told me the other day that you thought everything that needs to be invented has been invented. Something they said in 1900. But, so what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, they are sort of playing around now. Like they've said they've made like a heart now that can be bunged into a body if yours isn't working and keep you going.
But why is a heart that you can bung into someone to save their life? Why is that a bad thing?
Just because it's another thing, isn't it? We're meant to die from the year dot. Things live, you have your bit, you knock about, and then you die. If you're going to live forever, how do you plan stuff? Right? That's the way I look at it.
Sure.
You sort of go...
How big would your diary be?
Well, that diary would become intimidating, wouldn't it? You have to fill that in for the rest of eternity.
And you get bored. You get bored with living forever. And,
But I agree with you.
You get bored of people. You'd have to keep making new mates, wouldn't you? Because you'd have discussed everything by the time you're about 110.
110?
So it's kind of like...
Carl, you have the same concepts that you worked out and decided that were true at about 10, I think.
I look at life like a big book. Like a big book.
Right, okay, yeah.
Right? And, sometimes you get halfway through it and you go, even though I've been enjoying it, I've had enough. Give us another book.
No. Your metaphor, analogy, whatever you're trying to create there, falls down with let's have another book.
Yeah.
No. You can either opt out of life or stick with it till the end. You can't go, be someone else now. You can't do that. I know you think you can. And I think in your world you can, you'd possibly be injected into an old woman's head when you've had enough and you come out a little baby.
What I mean is, at the moment, my life, I'm going to live to 74, 75, right?
Right.
So yeah, I'm probably on page, what am I on? A book that's got about 200...
This is painful, Steve. This is really painful. Carry on.
I'm on, I say my book's got 300 pages in it.
Yeah.
A few pictures and that.
It's a picture book. That's the great thing about Carl's life. It's a book for children.
It's a pop-up book. And it just, every page he pops in, he goes, all right.
I'm probably on page about 170.
Yeah.
He's going to die at 74. He's reading a book with a few pictures in with 300 pages and he's on 170. Go on then.
So, if the book was too thick, right, and there was loads more pages...
Let me tell you, this book is way too thick.
Yeah. If the book was more thick, yeah.
The book could not be thicker.
If there was loads more pages left, I'd go, I can't be bothered reading on.
Right. Okay, let him finish the analogy.
He know that when he saw the book.
We've got to finish this analogy, otherwise we're going to be here all night.
Listen, he must have known how many pages there were when he got the book out of the library.
Yeah, but the way they write books, they paint in pictures more at the beginning, you're going, this is good. And then it gets a bit boring as it goes on, doesn't it?
Okay, well that works. So you're saying that you were young...
No, it doesn't work. Well, you just accepted that that's what all books are like.
No, but there's a little bit of poetry in that, because he's actually saying that when he was young, his whole life was ahead of him. He couldn't wait the whole world, the promise that he was given of this world. And now he's a bit jaded and he's more cynical, and he realises that the world hasn't got as much to offer him as he thought it was. Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Liar.
Well, Rick, Rick, you're not the only one who's been away. I know you've been off working, but I, at long last, have taken a bit of leisure time.
Go on.
And you've probably heard of the Rio de Janeiro Carnival. Only one of the hottest, events in the world calendar. Yeah. Imagine me down there.
Oh,
Rio, you can imagine, did not know what hit it.
God almighty. Were you like Paul the party animal party?
He would not have been able to keep up if he was with me.
God, what did you do? What did you get up to?
Oh, let me tell you right now. Day one, I almost drowned. Day two, I got a foot infection and spent the day in the hospital. And the rest of the time, I had diarrhea. So that was a hell of a time.
Carnival.
Yeah. I did. I was able to watch some of the carnival on TV, and it looked brilliant. It looked amazing. I didn't actually. It was difficult to make out because the TV wasn't actually in my room. Because in an effort to save money, I wasn't staying in a hotel. I was staying with a bunch of other people in some kind of like someone's flat that they'd let out, and so I had to watch the TV like from my window, watching a neighbour's TV. And of course, when they change the channel, often during the juicy bits, like continuing. And but they look really good. I'm bunged up at the moment just so I can get to the show. But I've just been on a 12-hour flight, and it is terrifying being on a flight when you know that any moment you could go. Because the problem is sometimes the toilet's free, and sometimes then you've got to queue up. And the worst bit is that sort of half an hour just before you land, when they say the toilets are out of bounds now. I tell you, I went twice before that in quick succession. The woman sat next to the toilet. She didn't know what was going on, the noises and stuff in there. And because I was really panicky.
Oh, of course.
And so of course then on the whole flight, as we're landing, I'm really petrified because I'm thinking I packed a pair of underpants and jeans in my bag, in my holdall, just in case it all went. And I was really, because I hate flying anyway, and I hate landing because it's the most terrifying moment of the journey. Then it really was rumbling, and I was thinking, I've got to get out of here. Of course, you know when you're in a hurry, everything makes you angry. The little old lady in front of me who's just hobbling along off the gangplank. Go just really annoyed.
With your bad hips and your bad
your
legs.
Zimmer frame.
I know you've been through a war, but get out of my way.
And just anyone who could have even passed you, and so I managed to get there just in time, got into and it all went off. Man alive, it was grim. But that was not anything compared with the first couple of days. Because the first day I went for a walk, and of course Ipanema Beach is famous. I mean, obviously The Girl from Ipanema, one of the most famous songs in the world, and Ipanema Beach is famous for just the beautiful, beautiful people that gather there, and it is extraordinary. I mean, the people are remarkable. There's so many beautiful women in Rio, it made me angry. I was angry that these women were so attractive and that, none of them were even looking at me. But anyway, I'm on the beach because I was shopping and I needed a wee, right? And we went for a quick impromptu swim, and I thought, wee in the sea.
Just think of it! On the beach, right, with diarrhea!
Well, I'm wearing great big long shorts, because I'm not going to try and compete with these boys, because they are...
You are, could I say this, the whitest man I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, with his shirt off, you can see his heart like a newborn fish.
well, this is the thing. As I went into the sea to have a wee, there was a discussion about this.
And I went into the sea to have a wee?
Yeah. Well, I was desperate for a toilet, and I was shopping, so I thought, I'm never going to make it back to the hotel, so I'll go in the sea and have a little swim. And
just I see him straining, just like a cat in a litter tray.
See, there was a discussion about this, because I'm very much of the opinion that you should take your trunks down, and some people, some of my friends are saying, just do it in your trunks and let the sea just wash it away.
What a hell of a carnival.
And I think I'm against that. I've always been against that in swimming pools, everything,
I'm against pissing in swimming pools, full stop. It doesn't matter whether you take your trunks down or don't piss in the swimming pool.
Sea?
Yeah, well, fine, yeah.
Fine, okay, right.
Fish do it.
So anyway, I'm in the sea trying to urinate, and I kneel, because I'm obviously very tall, so it's tricky to get deep enough for the water to mask what you're up to. So I tried to kneel down in the water, right, and I got John Thomas out, but then the water swept out again and just left me on the beach. But luckily my back was to everyone, so no one saw. I
can't think of a funnier sight than Steve Merchant on his knees with his little John Thomas out. I don't know how big it is, I've never seen it. But I imagine it's in proportion to the rest of it, is it?
I wish. That's all I'll say is I've been a little short-changed. But so then I got up and I waded a bit deeper in, right? And now I was trying. I got it out. But what I didn't realise is that the waves just off the beach are really just uncontrollable. You never know what's going to happen. So one minute they're calm, and the next minute they're crazy like a tsunami. So suddenly I see this giant wave coming towards me, crashing towards me, and I got the cock out of it.
Hands out a couple of guns to his mates.
What? His monkey mates?
His monkey mates, so they've all got a couple of guns each.
Oh, Carl, Steve, I can't, mate. I cannot stand it. Honestly, I want to scream.
Please, I really get annoyed with you.
They tried to do him a deal. They said, how about if...
I'm going. Tell him that. I'm not going. No, I can't.
Step out for a minute.
Okay, we'll just do it.
Look, don't listen, step out, and I'll paraphrase what I hear for you when you come back in. Step out. Now, please, I need to hear the end of this. This is monkey news. This is important stuff.
Right.
Right, Ricky now has left the room. He cannot bear to hear, which is surprising to me.
Right, so anyway, so yeah, they've got the money, and they say to the zookeepers, how about we give you some cash?
Yes.
And they go...
Sorry, hang on. Sorry, the zookeeper said that to the monkeys?
Yeah.
Right.
No, the monkeys who have got the £250,000
right.
say to the zookeepers, we'll sort you some money out if you let us go.
So the monkeys say to the zookeepers, we'll give you some money?
Yeah.
You don't see any problem with that?
Right, listen.
Okay.
It's nearly finished.
Right, I'm listening out there. This is ridiculous. What do you mean the monkeys say? What do you mean the monkeys say to the zookeeper?
They were probably holding the money out, like, kind of going, look, we'll do your deal.
Right, okay, come on.
And what happened is, I think they were happy with that. I think they left, and that was that. They wanted to get out of the zoo because they didn't like it in there. There's the thing.
Right, I don't...
Just have a look.
Right, Carl, think. Right, how did they get out in the first place, this one?
Just let Steve have a...
So why did he go... So he went and robbed... He thought... What, he knew there was going to be a robbery that day, did he?
He might have been getting some money before they went to escape, and then that happened and they had more money. They might have been withdrawing some stuff out.
What do you mean?
No. If he was planning on leaving the zoo, he's going to get his savings.
What are you talking about?
What have you read there, Steve?
I've got a feeling this is a review of one of the Planet of the Apes films. I think it's Escape from the Planet of the Apes, I'm not certain. It could be Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Right, Carl, think. Please think, right? So this monkey, right, he leaves the zoo, right? So he leaves the zoo, which he can do, presumably what, they leave him the keys or what? They're chatting to him, they might as well. He goes to a bank. What's he thinking of doing? Sees a robbery, probably by chance. He probably wasn't tipped off, was he? Or has he got one of those police scanners? Probably got one of those police scanners,
Well, I think he was going to the bank to get a mortgage to build a lot. I think he wanted an extension, didn't he, on his cage?
Think of that. And so, I love the fact that he hands out the guns and they do a deal. It's, honestly, you've got the best mind working on radio today. It's incredible.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Okay, there's been quite a lot of stuff going on. There was a few bits in that Guinness Book of Records book that cost me 20 quid.
Yeah, well, that's not news, is it? They printed that probably last September.
No,
so
there's one in there.
New music. New monkey news from last September.
You're a lord.
Come on.
Waster.
Police, Ricky. Monkey news.
Right, there was this monkey in a zoo in Brazil. Right. And this little man monkey, little woman monkey. And
You're a scientist, aren't you? Go on.
And they said the people in charge were like, wouldn't it be good if they had kids?
Brilliant.
Right. So anyway, the chimps used to stand sort of, they'd have their little caves each, and they used to sort of lean on the fence having a bit of a chat and stuff with each other. Well, the equivalent sort of thing. Yeah. So anyway, they were getting on a storm, and like the zookeepers were like...
Can you hear that cheapest chips this week? Okay, it was fascinating. Yeah, just gossiping, I understand.
So what's any monkey news? I don't know, it's tune in.
What's that monkey news this week?
Come on. It was from last September.
So they were stood there having a chat, and the zookeepers were like, I wonder if they're ever going to, have kids and that. Yeah. Anyway, it went on for ages, this just chatting, no sort of action. So what the zookeepers did was, they said, I know, they'll have kids.
Are we letting that go? They were just chatting, are we just letting that go?
You know what I mean? I mean, just doing whatever monkeys do.
Okay.
Right? So the zookeepers were like, yeah, I wonder when they're going to, have some kids. Yeah. Anyway, what they decided to do, to sort of do to egg them on, Bought one of them a suit, one a wedding dress.
Right.
Keep going.
No, I'm not having it.
Shut up, Gervais. Fade him down if he's going to interrupt. I want to hear the rest of it.
They got married.
So they got married?
Yeah, they got married.
Right.
What? That's the end of it. This is why I don't. Right. That's the end of monkey news. That's the end of monkey news. Don't do that again. You've got no features left.
Why don't you like that?
Well, it's just not a story. It's about two chimps chatting, which doesn't happen. The zookeeper's going, I wonder if they can ever have kids. And come on, they got married. That's the end of the story. What are you talking about?
Hang on, just calm down. Let me just check that you didn't make a mistake there and didn't lose out.
What do you mean you didn't make a mistake?
Wait a minute, you may have just left out a fundamental piece of information.
What, the story?
That would have made it into a story.
Right.
Let me just check the facts. So they bought them wedding outfits. They were married. Did they propose to each other, or were they just forced to be married?
Don't encourage him.
Just forced onto.
And then what was the outcome? Once they got married, what happened? They fell in love?
Yeah.
What?
Whoa.
It's not a marriage, Carl.
Be quiet.
It's not a real marriage. I don't know what you've got in your head. It's like the head of Homer Simpson. I'd go in there and there'd be a wedding reception and there'd be a couple of fights and they'd be talking about stuff.
They got married. They fell in love. Did they have children?
They're not back off the honeymoon yet.
Play a record. You got no features left. Have you got anything interesting about a monkey or an ape so we can do chimpanzee that?
I know something that a lot of other people know, but I'll
Well, let's do it then.
Chimpanzee. What's it called again?
Where should we do a jingle?
Well, do a little jingle for us then.
Oh, chimpanzee that!
Brilliant. That's great. Right. So I look forward to that every week.
Yeah.
And what's
Go
your
ahead, what's the
interesting
interesting
chimp
fact?
fact?
Right, it's about this monkey ages ago.
Of course.
Don't know where it happened.
17th century?
I think it was a chimp.
Right.
Got caught having a fag.
What do you mean, do I know it? Oh, narrow it down. Loads of chimps are caught with woodbines.
Right,
Got caught having a fag.
so it was sent to court. And
Was it underage?
it was.
And it got someone to go into the newsagent for him.
Did he get a bigger gorilla to go into the newsagent and get 20 Rothmans?
It ended up doing time because it was.
Go back a minute. Wait a minute.
What I mean-
Whoa.
No, I don't know. That's as much as I know. So there's no point.
That
questioning
is as much as you know, isn't it? Quite literally.
Sorry, but why did he go to prison?
It's against the law to have a monkey having a fag. Where
In a built-up area. What are you talking about? It's against the law for a monkey to have a fag. What if it got it himself? Even if it just... What about if it earned it himself, just like moving tyres round or mucking out the zebras?
I don't know the full story. That's
You don't know the full story, do you?
But do you think?
You never do, do
Presume
you?
it was a monkey from a zoo, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it'd be fed up, though? Because in a way, it's home from home, isn't it? When I read it, I didn't think it was that bad because I just
Carl,
thought,
they
well,
don't put monkeys in prison.
They didn't put the monkey in a prison.
They're overcrowded. They haven't got the space.
Well, I'll find it and give you where I got it from. You
Chop
can-
Harris was furious because the monkey got the top bunk.
Yeah.
Can I just?
And he did. Okay, then. Oh, chimpanzee that. Another one next week.
I don't think so.
Oh, chimpanzee that.
Monkey news.
Right, there was this card game going on, right? in the big hotel in Vegas,
Right.
The Luxor Hotel in Vegas.
Yeah.
It was a major card game. All the big players and that
Sure.
were involved. Right, they're all invited. Anyway, so they all meet up in this dark room at the back of the.
Oh, there we go. Dark room. Hairy fella. So it was brilliant at poker.
Like I say, it's a big game and that everyone's been waiting for it, so it's played in the back room, not in the main entrance bit, right? So anyway, like I say, it's dark in there and what have you, and the players went in, there was already someone sat in there, right?
Right.
But they couldn't quite see
Was he a
him.
short, hairy bloke with slightly longer arms than legs?
Couldn't see him.
Where are his arms slightly longer than his legs,
Couldn't see
strangely
him with it
enough?
being dark.
Was he
and what have
holding his hand of cards with his feet?
you. Anyway. So the cards were dealt, right? Cards were dealt, game was going on.
His cards with his feet.
Game went on for hours, right? There was-
The terrible thing is that not even we're listening to Carl now. Literally no one is listening to Carl.
There was a lot of smoking going on.
It's
right?
going on.
A lot of eating and nuts going on. That was a bit weird because they don't normally get through as many, but for this night. So, come on, let's just play Bruce.
Goodbye, everybody.
See you maybe at Christmas time.
Goodbye.
chimpanzee that monkey news.
Okay, monkey-related news from Karl Pilkington.
Right, do you know the monkey that went into space?
Yeah.
Yep.
It happened in 1958.
Right.
Now you know that.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did he do next?
What
did he
did the
do
monkey do next? One appearance on Celebrity Squares and then was like forgotten.
Right,
Yeah, cut a novelty record.
Yeah, just like Rick Waller.
I'll tell you what happened. He got back and all that.
Got that. Heroes welcome.
NASA sort of said, you know, you did a good job. And that's where a lot of people think, you know, it all ended. Sure.
Yeah.
But NASA were like, well, hang on a minute. We
He's
spent a lot of
trained.
time, we've trained him up and stuff. So he's like, you know, he's saying, sure, you know, I've learnt a lot, I've still got it all, I've kept it all, I know what to do. So they said, right, we'll use you. So he turned into like a bit of a trainer at NASA.
We wanted to send you out on the top of an organ.
You put on this little bellhop accident.
Could you smoke fags? I'll have a go.
So they were getting in new monkeys. You know, the main man at NASA was saying, can you teach us the same? He's going, of course I can. You know what I mean? I remember it all, I know what's going on, I'll tell them what button to press, what to do in emergencies, that sort of thing. It was technically sort of employed by the army.
Right,
Because
can I just fit in this? I don't know the story, Carl, and I might embarrass myself here. You've got an army of people out there that will probably send me an equally deranged email from a different website, but I'm pretty sure when they sent the monkey into space, it was to monitor his physiology. He didn't press any buttons or learn to dock or take off. It was just the effects of weightlessness and space on basically a primate. I'm pretty sure he was tied in with electrodes to his head. So, well, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But even if that were the case, and he had learned to press one or two very basic buttons...
Definitely not. Definitely
But
not.
even if it were the case, I'm pretty certain they wouldn't have brought him back to train up Neil Armstrong.
Right, definitely. Go
Him
on.
going, Neil, what are you going to say when you come out there?
Yeah.
I was thinking of just saying, I'm on the moon.
Hello, it's made of cheese. Don't say that. What about... I've noticed that you've got little legs, right? But mankind stepped forward. Well, how could I put that?
I was just going to say, I'm on the moon, it's great to be here, I wish you were here.
I've got to think so better than that.
man.
Yeah, go on.
Anyway, basically he got back, they sorted him out with a nice pension, he was happy. Because of like the rank that he got, he was like, you know, he had loads of medals and stuff. He said, right, we'll make him a colonel. He got that. Like I say, he got a pension. How does it end? He died in 1969. He was buried with his wife. He passed away.
I'm sure it just goes onto a different website about something completely different.
Yeah, you're talking about Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah. His page is missing. Oh dear.
So,
Well, Carl, if someone could call in, did they train Leica the dog to sort of like, you know, dock and re-entry?
Did he like
They didn't bother. They didn't even bother.
Didn't bother bringing
They just sent him up there, and they didn't have to obviously bring him back. They just went, yeah, that's it. That's brilliant. Well, I can do that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
really?
Yeah. What do you think of that, Carl? Rubbish, isn't it?
Sort of brought it down a bit.
But the little monkey made a colonel. Hero. Big hero. What was he in? What craft was he in? Sputnik.
So, he was in Jupiter AM.
Yeah.
Let me see that piece of paper.
Yeah. I can guarantee there's nothing there about his training other than let's hope he's not sick on the control panel when we shoot him up at 400 Gs. Oh dear. I love the fact that you think that this monkey was a high... Do you know what I mean? When you think of these things that are listed in the monkey space, do you think of the Planet of the Apes? Like they're sort of talking, sort of chimps and gorillas, and they're in tunics on horseback with snub-nosed rifles. What do you think of?
Just a little monkey getting on with it. He knows his job, he knows what he's got to do, he gets on with it.
Look, he's pressed the button. Watch him press the button. This takes me back. Do you remember 1965, I think it was?
We're going to use him to train other people.
Goodbye.
Thanks. Cheers.
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news!
Excellent. So, Monkey News time on XFM. Karl Pilkington, the man in the hot seat. Karl, what have you got for us?
Okay, monkey news this week. We've covered a lot of stuff.
We have indeed.
Now, do you know, like, there's places where you can go for, like, weekend rests and stuff,
Sure.
and you relax, you sit in a little spa, you might have a swim and stuff. Well, they've got a place done for monkeys.
Of course they have.
Right? They can go there, they relax, forget about all the stuff they've got going on in their head. They can have a manicure,
Right.
nice meals,
It's not called a manicure though, it's called a chimpacure.
beauty treatments.
Yeah.
Right? It look good and stuff.
Yeah, well, look good, feel good, yeah.
Now, you might think, well, that's pretty normal.
Well,
The bit I haven't told you about is it's actually run by a couple of chimps.
Oh, God! Oh, God! Oh, God, you're a maniac! Oh, for Christ! Oh.
let's just...
It's like coming to chip!
Let's just-
Of course it's not!
No, it is, because think about it. Right?
No, not think about it. What do you mean, yes, it is? Of course it's not run by a couple of chimps. What do they do, get a loan?
Right, if a chimp wants
Yeah.
to have a rest,
Yeah.
where would you go to? A place that's run by humans that don't know what chimps' needs are?
No! My point is this, how did they get it together? How did the two chimps, what, Mr. and Mrs. Chimp, went for a loan and said, I'll tell you what we need, a spa.
I think it started off quite simple, right? Just you know, basic stuff.
but they've expanded over time because it's become so popular.
It's gone mental down there.
Sure.
I
They've all
don't
learned
know.
about it. Now, the thing is, the problem is this, right? That isn't even the top and bottom of it, right?
Christ.
The problem is, it's been going on and on and on, right? It's been earning a lot of money and stuff. The monkeys are happy. The monkeys that go there are loving it. They're telling friends and stuff. They're all coming to it. Now, the problem is, it's this little monkey, little man monkey and little woman monkey, right?
Yeah.
Who are sort of girlfriend and boyfriend.
Sort of. It's an open relationship, they can play around if they
Well,
want.
the problem is they're not married, right? Now,
Trouble brewing.
the lad monkey, fella monkey, he's getting quite old. And the problem is, because it's his name that's down on all the stuff.
Carl,
Let him finish.
I'm getting scared now.
Let him finish.
It's his name on the business. And the problem is his missus is kind of like, what's going to happen?
Sure.
What
If
are
he
you
passes
getting
away.
this from?
Internet.
Carl, I don't know where to start.
No.
This is the...
Can we just hear the end?
This is ridiculous.
So the problem is, the
Female monkey is worried that the male monkey
she's worried.
is
What's going
die.
to happen
and
with the
what's
business? What's going to happen?
Of course.
Right now,
What do you mean, the business?
the health
There isn't
spa.
a business, it's a joke.
Health
Rick,
spa.
you're not listening. His name's on the form. The male monkey's name is in his name.
Now the problem is, the woman monkey has got some kids, but because they're not blood relatives, it's not going to be handed down to them. And the
What,
courts,
they're kids from a previous monkey marriage?
yeah,
Right.
so they're not going to get it. Let me just check this out.
Yeah, otherwise you don't want to check the facts, otherwise you could look like a twat spouting shit on the radio. Please check the facts for scientific
And
security.
they're just a bit worried because they're saying that the people in Ohio, which is where they've got the little health thing going on.
So that makes it more believable that it's Ohio. I thought you meant it was Berkshire, in which case it would be rubbish.
It looks like the local people are trying to get in there. They've seen the success of it.
Sure.
And they're
They want
trying
a
to
piece
go
of
in and
action.
take it over and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Give me the piece of paper.
Throw it away. Play a record. That's the worst one I've ever heard. And there's something wrong with you.
Play the jingle.
Okay. Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
right.
Come on. Come on.
Should be ready, Carl.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's like Nicholas Witchell. The bomb. No, that's not the first. Come on!
No, it's always difficult, isn't it, to sort of find something that's good each week, right? Last week, we did the chimp.
It is for us, yeah.
We had the chimps who were running a health spa. Right? We've covered the one who nicked the car to go on to Spain.
Yep.
To sort his future out.
All shite.
The hairdresser, I think we've done that one, the little monkey hairdresser. This week we're looking at monkeys that they're using. Do you know, like monkeys? They know how, like.
I've lost the will to live, Steve.
Oh, well, I don't want to do it.
Well, come on, just come on.
What are monkeys good at?
What are monkeys good at?
Yeah.
Well, running small businesses, cutting people's hair, and driving cars.
Yeah, they love Spain.
Oh, and foiling bank robbers.
Yeah, they're great.
Well, something else they're good at, right, is like weighing up the situation.
Oh, God!
If you stick them in a field with loads of like obstacles on it, right, they're good at sort of, I can get over that, and I can climb over that, I'll swing from there to there, that sort of thing, right?
Okay.
So the people in charge of somewhere have thought,
Somewhere!
I've thought we can use that skill, right? And what they've done is they've got a load of little monkeys, right? They've given an IQ test,
Yeah.
and the ones that score above 80, right?
Get to produce this show next week.
Join the army.
Right. How do they join the army and what do they do?
They just, what they do is they set little obstacle courses up for them. They do that. They do a cross-country run. They do the IQ
cross-country
test.
run?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then once they've done all that, they make them a little uniform, made to measure little uniform.
Slightly longer arms, shorter legs than usual, yeah.
Yeah. And basically then they try how to use a gun and that sort of thing.
Yeah, of course they are. You're talking rubbish again.
This came through literally, pretty late on. So
So you've not had a chance to incorporate all the facts, as usual.
just have a look.
Right. It's the bit I'm looking for is, well, A, why are they doing it? Why are they doing it?
Yeah.
Why do we need monkeys in the army? And secondly, why are we giving them guns? I'll
Yeah.
just check to see if any of that
I love the
information
fact we only let gays in recently.
yeah. Yep. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah.
Just have a look.
I can't read it. There's too much pressure.
Well, it's rubbish.
Just have a.
But it's rubbish. They don't get. It's the way that there are things. There are animal cores, right? There are horses. There are dolphins, sea lions. There are lots and lots of animals in the army, but they don't have to pass an obstacle test as such, and they're not taught to fire guns. You've straight away assumed that there's going to be loads of squads of men and then just one little monkey in the middle. Like, he came second on the test. He's in, boys.
What do you think, Steve? You've read it?
Well, as ever, Carl, this is an arbitrary email sent by one of our listeners. You know what Ricky and I think of them. and so we're not really basing this on hard evidence. We're basing it on the ramblings of one of our listeners.
Rubbish. Once again, lazy, rubbish, uncorroborated, nonsense. The stupid test that you got wrong.
Rick, that sounds like monkey news to me. Let's cue up the jingle.
Hang on. All right.
Perfect.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right. Let's have a look. This one's from some woman, right?
Yeah.
And she was taking part in the London to Brighton bike ride. Right. Lovely day, weather's good and everything.
What year?
She's just a couple of months ago. She's done all the training, right? Done all the training and stuff. Got a brand new bike for it, got a little puncher outfit and stuff, all set for the day, right? It's a nice day, she sets off, they all start pedalling and that on the way to Brighton, right? So she knows the route and that, got little headphones on, cycling along. Suddenly...
Right, okay, I'm going to stop you now. If a cyclist overtakes her and it's going really fast and it's sort of hunched over, but it's got like lots of cycling gear on and a helmet and goggles and they can't tell what it is, but they just know it's like a little hairy fella who hasn't bothered shaving his legs, which is weird, isn't it? Because cyclists usually shave their legs, and this bloke had really hairy legs. But and it won. They gave it the medal. It won 3 years running. They gave it the key to the city. It had its own game show. And then someone said, hold on, though, this fella's all hunched over and he's only 3'5" and his arms are longer than his body. It's a chimp. If it goes anywhere near that, we're never doing it again.
More monkey news next week.
She's cycling
So
along.
anyway, she's cycling along, right? And this tricycle...
I couldn't predict that.
Is that never anticipate.
Yeah. Got a kiddie's tricycle with a little kid on it. Little hairy kid with a helmet. Okay, just go on then.
Well, a tricycle comes
Whizzing past,
them.
yeah. Strong legs, isn't they, James?